An outbreak of super lice has hit at least 25 states. Apparently, the bugs have become resistant to over-the-counter treatments. So I want to bring in Dr. Sujatha Reddy to discuss this a little bit more. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Obviously, a lot of parents are going to have some red flags raised because their kids are heading back to school. It's most prevalent. But how exactly did it become this resistant?
So what we've seen over the last 10 years, similar to how bacteria become resistant to antibiotics, some lice have become increasingly resistant to the over-the-counter shampoos like Rid and Nix. The good news is if you reapply them and perhaps keep them on longer, the over-the-counter products are still effective in most cases. But back 10 years ago, or probably a little before then, we didn't have that problem where the over-the-counter shampoos didn't work as well as they did.
So it's just a second application. You don't recommend going to a prescription for example?
Correct. I think I would try the second application, perhaps leave it on the hair longer, and then if that doesn't work and you still see the nits or still see the moving lice, I would then see your healthcare provider for a prescription which work uniformly.
And what about some tips for avoiding lice? Any parent that's had to dig them out is like, please tell me there's some way to avoid this.
Well, the best news I can give parents is that there is no medical danger to lice. There's nothing harmful that's going to happen to your child besides the ick factor and perhaps a little bit of scratching. And only about half the people will actually get itchiness from the lice because you have to have a reaction to the lice saliva. Not everybody scratches, but there's no medical danger here. But to avoid it, have your child not share combs and brushes and hair clips and hats. Try to avoid sharing those things with children at school. But if they get it, they get it. It's treatable. It just has that ick factor.
Do you think that there's a reason why it's happening so much more frequently, that it's actually caused the super lice to become resistant?
You know, I'm not sure why that is. It could be that our world has become so much smaller. Perhaps people are bringing them from out of the country. It's hard to say. I do think maybe kids are spending more time at school, at daycare, and perhaps that close, contact with other children is also there. But it's probably been around for a long time. Perhaps we didn't talk about it as much.
Well, and the headline seems to me, it may sound scary, super lice, as in it's more harmful, but it's the same kind. It's just resistant to that over-the-counter.
Correct.
Okay.
And one thing we can talk about, too, is a lot of moms come and ask about, does olive oil in the hair work? Does mayonnaise in the hair work? And, those can help you comb out the lice, because by making the hair very slippery, they can't hang on as tight, but it is not going to kill the lice. You can make the analogy, if you saw an ant at your house, you wouldn't bathe it in mayonnaise and try to kill it. So unfortunately, those home remedies may not work. Combing may help you get rid of it, but it's going to be the shampoos.
All right, Dr. Sujatha Reddy, always great to have you.
Thank you.
Take care.